Introducing Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather round. The Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on, I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Fauci is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Fauci.
Well, Dr. Fauci. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Fauci, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. It's like I said, that everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Fauci, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man Show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. So far in 2021, 12 albums and 156 songs have been released into the world. But we're not even close to done yet, fam. My plan is to put an album out every month for the rest of my days, as well as show up for you every single night. I've created 3 feature films this year: Batmark vs. Supermark, Three's Company the Breakup Artist, and A Christmas Story. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark, Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Foch. And then, of course, Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me. Just saying. Hammerlin Jameson's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right at a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, wear 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi, look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large, he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. BB Poo Poo. Don't forget we did 3 cryptos this year. BB Poo Poo, PP Poo Poo, and of course, Shibbity Bibbity Boo. But it almost was wrecked because of the original Shick Shiggity Boo Boo. Well, look, people are still on the fence, Things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pirates of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. And Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the Bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows and Pache Mulder.
Sonny, you still got the cough?
There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Pache. And then of course I saved the world, saved all the animals and stuff too. Zuckerchooch, Donald Trump show, make sure you check that out. And we did a couple of raps over the last year. You may not want to miss those. Trump, Biden, and Christopher Walken rapping? Yeah. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Marxist, I did it. 10 Commandments. Mark Stradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leo Marco da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint this ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the Fur Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it. And they're scratching it out and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. I'm like Mark and M's the man now, but like what I paved the way is the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln. You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, remember, you give me a friggin' toothpick and like some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. And there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it. And this is a little demo I made. Welcome to BeatSeat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. The Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you can play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
stars blowing, I'm going to find a way. Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way.
Ticket tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
It's Tuesday. It's Mark Pires.
I was walking down
And
the road today,
it's
looking for
Renaissance
a
Man.
way.
I'm
My
here
mind and held
to
my
ease my mind
breath.
and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1,129 in a row of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single night, fam. So I hope you're ready. I'm excited to get back with TikTok. We were booted for 1 full week. Fam and friends, I'm excited to be back with you on TikTok. We had a pivotal moment. We're sitting here chilling, having a conversation with the world, just free flow, and somebody came in and got a little offended. So we're done with it. I want to speak about something pretty exciting, actually. I want to say this is pretty exciting. Been live for 1,129 days in a row. We're always like, how is it crazy the world doesn't even know what we're doing here? And I realize now why. And it's pretty straightforward. If you look at what's happening, the smear campaign, every time anybody does speak out that's already in the public eye, Nicki Minaj. Now look what's happening to Joe Rogan. Every single artist is coming out saying, well, we're going to have all of our music taken down from Spotify. I'm like, I just released my newest album, just came out today on Spotify. All right? And one of the songs is called I Just Got My Cootie Shot. But here's the bottom line. I'm thankful that the world didn't find us yet. I am thankful. Let me tell you why. Everything I say here is nothing different than he's said on the platform, but because he has the audience, they are now trying to wipe him off the planet. They already took me down. This is what they do. Once they have control over an asset or a liability, then they just focus on the people that are still liabilities. Joe Rogan is a liability. Anybody who speaks out against it. We have a few stories today we're going to get into. But my point is this. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that I realized this prior to getting to a point where me getting passionate and having a rant about the reality of our situation. I still probably will do it, but the matter is we're not going to stop, okay? How's everybody doing out there? I'm so glad to see you guys here on TikTok. I missed you. Full week. I was not allowed to go live. We've been here every single day on YouTube. Please head over to the link in my link tree and join us live every day forever. I put feature films out here and an album every single month. Actually, this year we're doing a feature film a month and an album a month. So this month we have a new feature film coming out and we have another album coming out on the end of the month. My newest album, it just was put out on the 31st. It's probably available today or tomorrow on Spotify. We're going to go through it tonight. That's what tonight is. It's the review of my newest album. It's the 13th album in a row, 13 months in a row of an album. That's 169 songs written live in the moment right here on this show. A lot of them were written on TikTok recently where just people will throw out topics like LGBTQ and Kyle Rittenhouse. I wrote songs about that. Kyle Rittenhouse is on this album. Zabrowski, we need our woo-hoo. Guys, Zabrowski gives us a woo-hoo every day. Woo-hoo! When you get a woo-hoo like that, you're doing it. Right, guys? I want to say hi to the fam and friends. We had such an awesome show yesterday with Ron Tyler. Emergency Management Associates, if you've not subscribed to EMA yet, please do that. He's awesome. And remember, guys, we're here every day forever. This is just the 1,129th day in a row of it. And this never ends. We do 2+ hours every day, so don't go anywhere. If you want to see the full effect, you want to see what this green screen is really doing, head over to YouTube and join us. And we're about to get into the news. In fact, actually, I'm going to play you one of the songs off the new album, and then we're going to get into the news. This right here is, let's see, I'm going to pick one. Cootie Shot's already sitting here. I don't know. Should we put on? I feel like we should put that on to start us off. It's a good vibe. We're going with Cootie Shot. Check this out. I'm going to sit here. You guys, I'm dancing with you guys over here on TikTok. You want to see me get down a little? I'm doing it. Hold on. I'm going to show everybody here too.
Tell you the world's
Check this song
biggest
out.
lie. You see, most of the
get my beats
population just goes along for the ride. Just a few people left to stand up and carry on the fight. So you can say what you want. You can say how you feel. I got no problem with that. Circle, circle, dot, dot. I got my cookie shot. Don't need what you're selling. Don't need what you're peddling. I'll just take my chances with the light. Circle, circle, dot, dot, zip. I got my cookie shot. Third grade, got Rebecca Morrison in the schoolyard. She said, you should better run away, cause I'm gonna give you the cooties. I said, that's okay, can you give me a little circle, circle, dot, so I got the cootie shot. She says, come on over here, dear, I'm gonna give you that cootie shot. Now, I give a circle, I give a circle, I give a dot, dot. Now I got the cootie shot. Holy cow, it's crazy. I got the ultimate protection in the future from the CV9. Who knew it? I knew it. And when I was in the schoolyard with Rebecca Morrison, she said, I give a circle, circle, dot, dot, the cootie shot. And now you're good for life. You can give me a high five. Circle, circle, dot, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot.
This will be on iTunes today or tomorrow.
Circle, circle,
If you've got your cootie shot and you get a knockaroo on the door. Oh, hi, Mr. P. I see that you haven't had your Vaxaroo. We're here to administer such a situation. Excuse me, sir. I don't see you can read, I guess, because I put a big sign on the door. I've got my friggin' cootie shot. That's right, circle, circle, dot it. I had a Rebecca Morrison situation. She gave me the cootie shot. And you're trying to come over here, Vaxaroo? It conflicts. My cootie shot's good for life. Your Vaxaroo is good for 4 days. And then you need another shot. I'm not taking a booster every 4 days. I'm just telling you. Not gonna happen, okay? So you could do a Vaxaroo. I'm gonna sit here with my cootie shots. What I'll do, gonna hang out every night here till June. And look, I'm sitting here in September, wondering if we're gonna have a night to remember. And maybe every night we do. It's what we do. Renaissance bands gotta go for the flow, gotta go for it, man. If you don't, you're leading below the pack. You gotta take it to the top, gotta lead it to the cream of the crop. I'm just saying, I'm coming off the top of the mind, off the rhymes. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but I'm gonna pass this time with you. We're gonna get through this crazy negativity that they're throwing at me and you. I'm just saying, right? And if we do it together, we can find a better world, I swear it. And I won't stop forever. We're gonna keep going ever and ever and never gonna stop. Nope, cause I got that cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My shot, yeah. There's another line coming, check it. Circle, circle, dot, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. Ooh.
Here we go. Let's get a little freestyle here. Circle, circle, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. Yeah, I said I got my cootie shot. Oh, I got my cootie shot. Yeah, but that need to know. I'm just going to show you the door. I ain't going to have none of it, no. Cause I'm here with my cootie shot. Yeah, I'm safe from it all. I'm gonna sit from it all. Gonna smile from ear to ear. Cause I got no fear. Yeah, I'm kicking with my cootie shot. Yeah, I'm clear from this crazy stick that you're killing us with this pandemic. I'm not gonna take it no more. I'm sick of it. So I'm just gonna say what? I got my circle, circle, dot, dot. So you can take it. Cause I got my cootie shot. People asked just how effective is the cootie shot. Some people postulate it's 93%. No, I'm sorry, my friends, it's 100% cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. I am iTunes, 169 songs from the last 13 months, written right here in the moment, just like Cootie Shot. You got your cootie shot. You're feeling. You can't do a thing to me, no. When your back's through. Cause if you try, I'm going to step on you. Make you 3 feet tall, I swear you started Lord of the Rings. You're the Gollum who sits there with the ring and says,
My precious.
I know it's you, typecast voucheroo. Yeah, they got you sitting there with the moonlight on your stupid face as you look up and say,
It's my ring. And wear 67 masks.
voucheroo. Stratosphere, unless you got the antidote, it's clear. Billy Boy Gates, he's leading this new world order. And we're going to have to put a stop to it. You and your Moderna, I don't need that thing, yo. I don't need it at all. Cause you know I got the greatest safety net of all. What is it, guys? Zabrowsk. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot, yeah. I got my cootie shot. Keeping me safe, all night, all day, every day. You can do what you want to, but I'm gonna say, get your cootie shot. If you can go down to a 3rd grade hall and ask if you could get your own cootie shot, I swear you'll feel much better afterwards. No, I'm gonna go to a doctor and ask a thing or two. No, you don't have to do that thing, I swear. All you gotta do is go find a little 5-year-old named Rebecca Morrison. Maybe her daughter, maybe she'll be out there too, and say, look, I do a cootie shot every day, my friend. Don't be a fool. Come over here. Let me give you that protection that you need so you can be cool if the CBRT come at you. And you can say, look, I've been protected for a long time. I got myself the cootie shot on the side. Look, I'm kicking it. It's right here. Ticky-ticky-doo. Tick-tick with the circle, circle. You got the dot, dot. You got the cootie mother shot. You know what I'm saying? I got the cootie shot. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got my cootie shot. I got my cootie shot. Yeah, yeah. I got my cootie shot. I got to this shot.
Woo! That should every radio in the country. Spotify it. That's gonna be live by tomorrow. What are we doing? It's Joanne. Were you not dancing back there? With your humongo card? Back there doing it. Sometimes when the song is moving and Joanne's back there with your humongo, she's getting into it. Gigantocarditis. Spotify it. You got to Spotify that one, right, guys? What are we talking about? I'm going to play you one more from the album before I get that chair back over here. I need to sit in comfort. We got the news coming up. You're talking about weekend update style news every single day of that year. And you know what? We've been doing it. I'm showing up. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, you can't read the news with your George Soros voice. Today in the news. Nobody wants to hear that. They're like, Mark, can you do Christopher Walken? Wow, checking out Elon Musk. He's coming down. Have a good time. Of course. Maybe sometimes you see him on the corner. Yeah, you got a popsicle. You guys know what a popsicle is? That's a Portuguese roll. Yeah, when I was a kid, we used to get them. Sometimes you randomly say things in the middle of a bit. And you're just like, popsicle. I remember it. So, guys, we are in the Twilight Zone, officially. And so the newest name of my album is Twilight Zone. It's called In the Twilight Zone. This song right now just came out of the show 2 days ago live. I write everything live here in the moment, including all the improvisations. Just everything happens in the moment. But stuff like this, I just want you to be aware. It's not like I looped this 5-minute piece, 6-minute piece, and it was just, this was 36 minutes, guys. 36 minutes that I brought down to 6. And it's very hard to do that with some stuff because I'm jamming. I have to take out all this great guitar work and all this cool stuff like bass stuff and beat Steve. I invented the first drum for singer-songwriters. That's what you hear me playing here in the background. And when I add all this cool texturing in there, I have to cut out 25 to 30 minutes of it in order to make a song that's ready for the radio, ready for Spotify. So we're in the Twilight Zone is the name of the song, but this was cut down. The way this works, just in case this is your first time here, subscribe, give me a follow. I've been live 1,129 days in a row. That's got to be some sort of world record. It's not just gone live that many days in a row. It's long form, hour to 2, 3, 4, 5. We did 8 hours, 47 minutes one day. But at the end of the day, I'm here every day. I show up and I do 2 hours at least. Yesterday we did 3.5 hours. Here's the thing. We're in the Twilight Zone. When you put out positivity, you write everything live in the moment and no one ever finds you. It's because the world doesn't want positivity. They don't want people to connect. They want us to hate each other and divide, but that is a lie. And I refuse to let anybody believe it. And just the idea that there's a guy who shows up every day, even though no one knows he's there. He should have quit a long time ago because the world doesn't know it exists. These are just cataloged events, moments in time you can go back and find on YouTube of 1,900 plus pieces of content that no one has seen except for this very awesome family that shows up every freaking day on YouTube. But outside of that, tech shuts me down. And in a way, I've been thankful because I'd be on the other side of the Joe Rogan missile right now if I would continue to do what I've been doing, which is creating content like Got My Cootie Shot. All this stuff is, even we're in the Twilight Zone. Listen to the lyrics if you're on YouTube. If you head to YouTube right now, and the link is right in my bio, you'll see all the lyrics are at the bottom of the page when you're on YouTube. And obviously, it's much better reading the lyrics. Andrew Golden, my brother. Could I thank you so much for your donation? Just want to say thank you so much to all you guys who donate. The best way is obviously here or Venmo or Patreon. If you are open to supporting the fact that this guy will be here every day for the rest of this year and every day my heart's beating and you're open to supporting me on a monthly basis, I won't give up on you. I've been showing up for over 1,100 days in a row, and I will be here tomorrow for day 1,130. And it doesn't end. There's noise everywhere. I have been listening to noise since day one. You can't start a show. Nobody wants to hear a positivity guy. And then when I turned into bringing comedy and music into it, nobody has time to listen for 2 hours a day, Mark. No one wants. And I don't freaking care. I do it anyway.
Oh, you want me to do 20 minutes because that would be really popular and all of a sudden lots of people show. I don't freaking care. This is a variety program. This is the Renaissance Man Show for a reason. It's comedy, live music, inspiration, the news, and we're having interviews now almost every day. I can't do that in 20 minutes and a half hour. If people can't stop in and they don't want to see a variety show taking place in the moment where there's no script for 1,100 plus days in a row and literally taking this moment right here and making magic out of it. It's the only thing that exists and makes sense to me. Everything else is a distraction. Everything else takes me away from the potential of greatness that we all have. It's all intended to do that. There is no reason why all of it exists except for to distract you from your potential, to distract you from the amazing uniqueness you have. There's something you've got. And they're just waiting for you to not find it. And I want you to find it. I'm showing up every day trying to inspire you to find your greatness. It's in there. It's not out there. And it's most definitely not on the negatube. You need to shut it all off. You need to show up at places like this that want to lift you up into the light, not drag you down while they push themselves up. Thrust themselves up with the negative scope that's around. You know, it's an interesting thing, but I look at all of the people out there that are piling on top of the situation, and it's all people who are, they're has-beens, or they're just looking for a little extra boost. All of a sudden, oh, well, I'm also on board too, and let me kick that person while they're down. These are times that will be remembered, and the inhumanity will come back to bite so many people. We are one human race. I don't want to hear anything else. We got to get back to it. And I show up every day just shining a light on that, on the fact that we should love, that we should care, that we should open ourselves up to something new instead of looking at the old stuff that makes us feel like crap. I don't want to feel like crap, guys. As an empath specifically, I have no interest in being around negativity. I generate light because that's what I want in my life. I got a song I wrote years ago called The Truth. And it's only called The Truth because Jay Berta, my bassist at the time, after I played it the very first time for him at 9 in the morning when I was so pumped, I wrote it at 3 in the morning and I got up right away and drove over to see him. And Jay goes, "That's the truth." The reason he said that is because of the chorus, which I sing over and over and I loop especially. And this is not in tune at all. Hold on. Yeah, I got an issue with this wire. I got to get it fixed. So The Truth is one of the most amazing songs. I may play the whole thing for you right now. It's funny, I've got 150, 180 originals I wrote with a pen. I don't play them here. I write songs live. That's what we do here. You give me a topic and I write it. That's usually what we do every time. Truth is always coming. Yeah, that's the problem. Is I'm trying to keep it down a little. But look, I don't think I didn't talk about anything. I'm just talking about you guys finding your uniqueness. If anybody has a problem with that, then we really are a messed up world. But honestly, I was just getting passionate last time I was on too, and then somebody got really offended. And I just think it's a really weird world when some 1 or 2 or 3 people have the ability to take down a platform that has 300-400 people on that are enjoying the content. Like that to me doesn't make much sense. That is when you take it within yourself to say, I'm just going to go like this and scroll. But they don't do that. They want to try to ruin everybody else's good time and say they moderate what everybody else can watch and what everybody else can see. This is the environment and the society that I don't want to be living in. This is about free speech. I don't want anybody telling me what I can and can't say. And that's all that's been going on for the last 5 years. And that's why I've been in a hole. It's because I continue to speak, even though I'm not supposed to. Even now, I tell you I shouldn't, and I go ahead and do it. But this song is called The Truth. So, like I said, I invented the first drum for singer-songwriters. I'm sitting on it. It's pretty unreal because I can make it sound like I have a drummer behind me, but it's just me all by myself. You can go to beatseat.rocks and check it out. And her, h.e.r, has one. I built one for her before the pandemic started, and her drummer is one of our artists. I hand build each one. When we say Renaissance Man, we're not joking. I invented it. I hand build them. I write songs live in the moment, comedies live in the moment. We do a feature film a month and a album a month. But this song hasn't been on an album. I should put it on an album. It's called The Truth. I gotta get close enough to my pedals because this is a looping song for sure. This wire is killing me though. Could never have it all. It's hard enough keeping what you've made a choice. Now you got to live for what you are. Yeah, till you wake again, wear and then through your skin, win, lose or draw. Someone keeping score down here and up there. It doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you gotta give it to people the way you want it back. You gotta give it to people the way you want it back. Yeah. We can never have it all. Hard enough keeping what you made a choice you got to live out. Yeah, till you wake again, wearing thin through your skin, win, lose or draw. Someone keeping score down here or up there. Yeah, doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you gotta give it to people the way you want it back. You gotta give it to people the way you want it back. Yeah, now I want it back, need it back, get it back. No, 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 no. Now I want it back. Let's get it.
We can never have it all. Until you wake again, wearing through your skin. Winners are draw. Yeah, someone keeping score. Until you wake again, wearing through your skin. Winners are draw. Yeah, someone keeping score. Until you wake again, wearing through your skin. Winners are draw. Yeah, yeah, someone keeping score. Until you wake again, wearing through your skin. Winners are draw. Yeah, yeah, someone keeping score. Yeah, wake again, wearing through your skin. Winners are draw. Yeah, yeah, someone keeping score. Yeah, wake again, wearing through your skin. Until you wake again, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, someone until you wake again. Wearing through your skin. Winners are draw. Yeah, yeah, someone keeping score. Wearing through your skin, yeah. Yeah, someone keeping score. Wearing through your skin. Winners are draw. Winners are draw. Someone keeping score down here or up there. It doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you give it to people the way you want it back. You gotta give it to people the way you want it back. You gotta give it to people. You gotta give it to people the way you want it back. Yeah. Winners are draw. Yeah. Someone keeping score down here. Up where through your matter till your dying day. Until you wake again, wearing thin through your skin. Win, lose, or draw, there's someone keeping score. Down here or up there, doesn't matter till your dying day. It's when you give it to people, you give it to people the way you want it back. Give it to people the way you want it back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can never have it all. Wake again, yeah, and then through your skin, you're trouble. Sun keeping score. Down here, I'm there. It doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you got to give it to people the way you want it back. You got to give it to people the way you want it back. Yeah, when you want it back, need it back, want to love it, you need it, yeah. I've been wondering when you're going to see the light. Open your eyes, yeah. All the darkness is keeping you down. You can't get away. The sound of the angels singing, the hearts, the voices raising, oh yeah. All you gotta do is step away from the noise, yeah. And give it love, love, yeah. Get it back. You can never have it all. Oh. You can never have it all. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You can never have it all. Until we wake again, wearing thin through your skin. Win, lose, or draw, someone's keeping score. Down here or up there, it doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you give it to people the way you want it back. I've been here 1,129 days in a row. Giving, just hoping to get it back from the world that's dying around me. So I hope a song I wrote in 1999 gives you some more comfort that this is a life journey. This is a passion project. It may always be a passion project. This may always just be I'm a real estate agent and I show up here at night to do this for you guys, and I'm happy with that. I really am. I'm going to keep writing. I'm going to keep delivering. And hopefully at some point, whether I'm here or it's long after I'm gone, somebody will find everything I've done. But the amount of content is crazy. And even if it's someone to watch it just to say they don't like it, they just have to have the opportunity to know it's there.
And I'm thankful to this point that it hasn't happened, because right now I'm already a part of that, like the destruction process. But if I had the audience already, these songs I'm writing, Cootie Shot. I mean, I'm playing. Did I do Twilight Zone yet? I don't think I did. Check this out. By the way, Jeffrey, thank you so much for your donation overnight, my friend. I really appreciate it. This tune's hot. I'm digging on it. I'm gonna jam along with this. Probably be helpful if I tune this guitar. Never mind, you got the organ in there, we're good. Need a little extra beats. Sometimes it feels like that in the world we're living in today. And most of us don't get out okay, no. When you push your fear, there's a reaction to that action, yes. And you either cower in the corner or you fight back. There's one or the other, there's no other, no, it's that, no. Are you gonna have a backbone, yeah? A little better? While I enter the zone, won't you grab a phone? Yes, I'll wait. We're in the Twilight Zone. Yes. You're in the Twilight Zone. True, no shame on you. Oh, but that's the world we're living in. These 5 years, I can say, oh, it's not getting better, no. It's only getting worse. So I don't know if we get through. Okay, let's see if we can come together one day. You're in the Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone. No. Whoa. You're in the Twilight Zone. Oh, there's something there, I swear, yo. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. Oh yeah, guys, this is on Spotify this week. My new album. You're in the Twilight. You're in the Twilight Zone. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Cause if you listen what they say, and if you do what they say, you never know what's true anyway. You're led by a wolf
and you're the sheep. I don't know what's better if you go down earlier or later. Oh, being the enemy is never anything anyone wants. But when you're a positivity show and you're the enemy, then you know you're in the friggin' Twilight Zone. Yeah. You're in the Twilight Zone. 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 Twilight Zone. Broke a string right here. Freaking Twilight Zone is right. It broke a string right in the middle. Twilight Zone. Crazy. Threw a fake pick. Guys didn't even know what happened there. I cut it off. I freaking threw a fake pick there. Oh yeah. But there's no pick. I didn't have it. I broke the freaking string. I threw the pick when I broke the string. I'm done. And then over there, I pretended to throw the pick. We have a pick throw thing that we do here. Whenever I write a new song, I throw the freaking pick so we can never find it again. There's a couple probably in the ceiling. Maybe. I don't know. But they're here. Guys, I got to get into the news. We've been here for an hour. I played a couple tunes for you, but we have some news to get to. It needs to happen. So good. I'm going to try to keep it simple, keep it easy. Couple little comic relief moments, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm reading all this live. There is no script on this show. Jeffrey, my friend, I'm going to rock you out with a couple of stories, and then we'll see where we are from there. This one is very interesting. The national debt tops 30 trillion. That's not anything to be proud of, by the way. I shouldn't be proud and smiling at that. The U.S. national debt has surpassed $30 trillion, according to the latest data released by the Treasury Department, marking a new milestone as government spending and borrowing continues to surge. Yay! Bigger government! Oh, gosh almighty. Let's read more. Okay, so it looks like you see there you got the Capitol building there in the background. Let's see what we got. Give me a story. Where are we? It's scrolling on me. Don't dare scroll on me, Jesse Waters. The dome of the U.S. I'm going to read the little byline underneath the photos, too. We do that here on the Renaissance Man Show. You guys have to come over to YouTube if you want to see the story on the screen. You're like, oh, there it is. I can see it. It's here, YouTubing it. And we're here doing a YouTube situation every day. I'm dropping shorts now. I'm doing shorts here on the tuber and on TikTok. But by the way, no one sees anything I put out on TikTok. I think it's hilarious. No matter what I put out Trump and Biden rapping the other day. Stupid funny. I put out a 5-second. I put out a thing about Dr. Fauci saying Ahmad Rashad. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard him say. 35 views. I don't think anything's gotten more than 200 views on TikTok. They keep it because the same thing. They're all in cahoots. When they have control over certain programs, they keep that. There's no reason why everybody gets some views. There's some videos that get some views to test it. I cut out at 230 every time, 242. Nothing. All of it's good. There's nothing bad there. Go look and tell me if it's bad. Anyway, the new record is for the government's total debt outstanding. It includes $23.487 trillion in debt held by the public and another $6.525 trillion in intra-government debt, such as federal trust funds and other accounts. I wonder how much of that is giving our hard-earned money away to other countries that don't deserve it because they're not American citizens. Just saying, you know, when you give everybody a hard time about a freaking $600 check, but you're giving billions of dollars to countries that we have no freaking care about. Like, not that I don't care about other countries. I want them all to do well, but I want our country to do well. I want our citizens to do well and to thrive, not to struggle in order to get by because of what's going on in the world we live in. That's not
self-induced. This is completely something perpetuated outside by a force that is so large, and it's continuing to compound. If you think about it, every day the stories just get worse instead of better. Every time it looks like it's getting better, then they hit you with 19 more things. I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, 30 trillion is an obscene number, but what's even more depressing is the fact that these politicians in both parties don't really care. Senator Ben Sasse, he's so sassy. You know, when they got a sassy situation with Ben Sasse, he came out from these Republicans. He's there from Nebraska. He's like, look, I got a couple things to say. I'm going to tell you about it right now. My name's Ben Sasse. They're like, this is the sassy mofo. He got out there, right? Grabs the microphone. Nobody grabs the microphone in the Congress on the floor. No, they stand in front of it. You know, they're like, excuse me, Mr. Speaker. This guy got up there, he grabbed the friggin' microphone. He's like, my name's Ben Sasse. I got a thing to say. They're like, it's a sassy mother. That's a sassy mother. You know what I mean? They're all saying that in the background. They made bumper stickers, sassy mother. You know what I mean? And they had it, and there was also, it was NC-17. And you had to avert your child's eyes if they saw the bumper sticker. But look, that was before they censored, and they took it all down. The bumpers. They didn't take the bumper stickers. They took the bumpers off. Yeah, 2022. It gets worse, guys. It's not just like we're taking down statues. They're like, oh, we saw a bumper sticker we didn't like. We took the bumper. That's where it goes. You know, like, I don't know. I mean, that was a weird thing when that started happening, when people were like, they called their, excuse me, the insurance? Yeah. Liberty Mutual. Yeah, how you doing? Is that stupid lady there with her white bib? Yeah, no, I'm having an issue. Right. What are we? Where's my freaking fake phone? I don't have my fake phone today. I got my phone over there, so I don't have the. Where's my fake phone? I can't do this. This doesn't work when you do that. I usually have a battery thing that looks like a phone. I'm going old school on this one. This is a special phone right here. It had a piece that was for my guitar. That's what we do. This looks sort of like this. This will work. Yeah, we're doing it. I'm just trying to figure out. Can I get some of that government spending you got? We have Ben Sasse. Sassy mother? Yeah, no. I'm sorry, what was that? Yeah, no, I heard about the bumper stickers. They took the bumper? What? No, that's not right. No, I don't think that happened. Really? They took the bumper? Wow. They couldn't just peel off the bumper sticker? Well, I know they could have, but they didn't. Yeah. 2022? Yeah, 2022. Yeah, thanks. Look, sometimes you get a 2022 thing going down and you're just like, I get it. So guys, the $30 trillion debt, do you know how much money that is? Does anybody understand how much $30 trillion is? Because I don't. I can't comprehend that much money. I know $1 billion is $1 million. So I'm pretty sure a trillion is $1 million billion. When Joe Sleepy Poopy Pants Biden says $1 million billion, that's what he meant. It's really not a word, but is that correct? That it takes 100 billions, 100 times, 100 million times? No. Is it 100 times? Now I'm confusing myself. It's a ridiculous amount of money. I told you, I can't even think about it. It's such a large amount of money. You know what we should do is let's look at it on screen. Let's just see what 30 trillion looks like. Can we put it on somewhere? They don't do that. They put 30 trillion. No, I want to see the friggin' number. Lay it out there. You're taking my tax money. I want to see the bill. I want to see the receipt. Oh, 30 trillion. That's on your great grandchildren. 1,000 millions is a billion. See? 1,000 million. So 1,000 billions. You have to have a billion, 1,000 billions. You have to have a billion, and then you have to have a billion, and you have to do that 1,000 times over to have a trillion. Stupid money. It's a stupid thing. It's dumb. Mental. And think that that number exists and that we've just been throwing it out the window, so to speak. How was I doing, Dr. Evil? 100 million billion. We need 100 millions. We need 100 millions. Doctor, number two. Run it through the calculator, number two. I can't be meant to do that. I'm Dr. Frickin' Evil. Anything you need, Dr. Evil. Okay, so guys, let's get back to this freaking story. Actually, we're done with this one. It's dumb. We're 30 trill in the hole. 30 trill. What are we talking about over here? Driving out that evil. What year of the tiger could look like for the people. I can't see what that says behind there, so it's maybe a symbolize. What year of the tiger could symbolize? Guys, literally, we read these things cold. These are cold reads, so it could be really bad. This is an article by Kimmy Yam. Kimmy Yam. No, Joanne, I don't want any yams. Her name is Kimmy Yam. She thought I was ordering a side order of yams. No, I'm sorry. I'm not looking for yams. For those who celebrate Lunar New Year, which officially begins on the first day of February, the occasion could mark a pivot toward refreshingly good more, Joanne! I want some refreshingly good change! We could use some, 2022. The holiday, which is observed by primarily East Asian countries and Vietnam. Why do they have to throw Vietnam in there as like an elbow in the face, Oh, we have East Asian countries and Vietnam. What the hell? Just say we have countries over there on the East, Like, what are we talking about? In addition, their diasporas ushers in the year of the tiger, right? You gonna do that? The animal, one of a dozen in the Chinese zodiac, is considered a positive sign, often associated with the defeat of evil. Ooh, I likey. Jonathan H.E. Lee, a professor at San Francisco State University, whose research focuses on Asian and Asian American religions and folklore, told NBC Asian America, is that really a thing? NBC Asian America? I thought it was just NBC. Now they have different, do they have an NBC Central America? Do they have an NBC like Mediterranean? NBC freaking Singapore? What are we talking about over here? While the world has experienced several difficult years in the or some people say but in that pandemic, Lee said Chinese mythology dictates that the year of the tiger could offer hope amid the challenges. I like that. We need some hope, guys. When we don't have any hope, we are smack dab in the middle of our day-to-day here when you tune into the Negatube, and all you get is negativity. Collectively, we have been living in the shadows of a great evil, the pandemic, Lee said. And I think 2022, the year of the tiger, will be the year where there will be movement towards driving out that evil. Dr. Evil? What are they're trying to drive out Dr. Evil? Number two, call Donald Trump right now. Tell him we need his help. They're trying to drive out Dr. Evil. No, I'll wait. Hold on. Call him right now on the line. Hello? Oh, Donald? It's Dr. Evil. Oh, hi, Dr. Evil. What are you up to? What's going on? Oh, no, not much. I just found a story where they're trying to drive out Dr. Evil. That's terrible for you. Yeah. No, I'm at Mar-Lago winning big league. Yeah. No, excuse me, Dr. Evil. Excuse me. Don't you dare talk over Donald J. Trump, okay? I'm winning big league. I'm here by my gold toilet down here at Mar-Lago. Oh, I'm sorry, Donald. Didn't know you were taking a number two. Donald's taking a number two. Don't air my dirty laundry. Really? Are you going to tell number two I'm taking a number two? Really? Well, excuse me, Dr. Evil. I prefer you don't talk about my number two on the toilet. I'm here winning big league. Or no, Donald, I just need help with the driving out the evil. Can you give me a hand? Yeah, no, I'll call Mike Pence and see if he can help. Mr. President? Oh, Patsy, yes, look, it's you're a former number 45, right? Winning big league. Look, I need help. Yeah, Dr. Evil. He's trying to get out of some situation there where they're trying to drive out evil. Oh, I understand it, Mr. President. I'm right on top of it. I'm going to call in an airstrike right now. You're a good guy, Patsy. Look, you should have fought back. Certified? You certified, really? I can't believe you. Excuse me. No. Excuse me. Patsy. No, Patsy. Yeah, Patsy. Excuse me. Okay. No, excuse me. No, Patsy. You did not. All you had to do is say no, Patsy. Okay? Or Mr. President, I did everything I could. My vice president pal couldn't do. Patsy, really? Okay. Or guys, I'm not going to deal with your little Scrabble fight, okay? I'm going to call in the murder hornets. I'm starting to lose it. My lips, when I do the Trumper and I do the freaking Dr. Evil at the same time, my lips are starting to get numb.
Number 2, call in murder hornets. Just put an end to these two fools. Buy Menon. When you got to buy Menon and you're dealing it, and Joanne back there has her lady speed stick, you know, you're doing it. Anyway, guys, back to the story. Donald J came through a little something, right? Lee stressed that much like the horoscope, a zodiac sign isn't solely an omen, but also a reference to which qualities to harness and maximize the positive aspects of the tiger. No, Joanne, no. I didn't say that you're cool like a tiger. She's like, I'm cool like a tiger? You heard her. No, she's not cool. You're not cool, Joanne. You shouldn't have gotten 54 bugaboos. Now you got the humongocarditis. You're trying to make us feel bad. You always have me mention the GoFundMe because you got the heart situation. I'm going to tell you guys about it. I have to because she won't stop now, right? And you're probably like, I can't deal with it, Mark. I'm trying to hear you. I'm trying to hear. And all I hear in the background is Joanne going,
Mark, can I say something?
no, you can't freaking say a thing back here. TikTok, Renaissance Man, they're here. Nobody wants to hear you, Joanne. Back there, assistant. You know, you're there and you're pulling now you hear that? She's got the cabinet opening and closing. WD-40, get some, spray it on. You know, I really can't stand the metal on metal that you're listening to right now. I'm sorry. Listen, right? So much, right? I'm sorry, guys. It's Joanne, you know. Partially, it's my fault. I should not have hired her, but she did it for doll hair. Can't go wrong. Remember, GoFundMe.com/Joanne from the Renaissance Man show's massively ridiculous heart that needs to be excised and replaced with a whale heart, preferably a megalodon heart if they are not, you know, totally extinct. By Menon. And if you leave the last S off for savings, you're doing it. You know, it's happening. Anyway, guys, Lee explained that the tiger, which is tied to the years 2010, 1998, and 1986, among others, has long held powerful significance in Chinese culture, where the zodiac tradition originated. In Chinese mythology, Lee said, the tiger is called upon by the Jade Emperor, the ruler of heaven. And look, at the end of the day, Joanne, what they do with this ruler of heaven, Jade Emperor person, is they exorcise demons. You know, like if you want to get a demon exorcised, you need to go to the Jade Emperor. You can't just do it. You can't just be like, I'm going to exorcise a demon. Can't freaking do it. You need to get a freaking ruler of Jade Emperor. You're going to do it without a Jade Emperor? Good luck. They said it right here, ancient documents. You need a Jade Emperor if you want to try to, you know, exorcise a demon. You know, specifically priests? No. Sorry, you need a Jade Emperor. It's there. It's right there in black and white. Anyway, guys, the purging of evil can be applied societally. For example, symbolizing the relatively positive shift from pandemic to endemic, Lee said. That is very, very positive. Given its status as a guardian, the tiger embodies the archetypal characteristics of not only courage, but also bravery, Lee explained. So the new year could also symbolize resilience and strength, even in times of struggle. Guys, I'm looking forward to a potential positive 2022. I told you this is going to be a great year. We already released a feature film and an album. We're going into the fire. I'm going into the fire with this freaking thing. I'm ready to go. I got my armor on. I'm doing an old school Keanu Reeves, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I'm there. I'm going back in time. And I'm doing, they said they want to send them into the Motley Crue. You know, was that what it was called? No, the Iron Maiden. They're sending them into the Iron Maiden. And Keanu Reeves said, Iron Maiden, cool, let's go. You know, he was doing it. Whoa. You know, when Keanu says, whoa, you stop for a minute and you think about who you are. Soul connecting to Keanu Reeves going, whoa. And he's like, I'm John Wick. You're like, that's freaking John Wick right there, you know? Really? Yeah. Are you really doing a Keanu Reeves right now? I don't know. Am I? I guess. Maybe. I don't. Am I in the Matrix? I'm Neo. You freaking are Neo, right? For this year, what better mascot can there be than a tiger? Anybody? Bueller?
I'm just thinking it's probably a good one. Guys, we're getting off this topic. What's the next story? Sometimes
Are you getting bored at home?
Yes, I'm getting bored with these stupid topics.
Use the time to invest. Seeking alpha. Be a better investor.
Why is that not working? You better shut your face. I don't want to hear you. Okay. So, guys, sometimes I get sick of the story I'm telling. And I'm like, all right, I told enough of that stupid story. I'm reading them in real time. When I get bored, we move on. We're going on to the next story, right? Here we go. The White House press secretary, Jen Psaki, called on music and podcast streaming giant Spotify to do more in the fight against the CV-19 misinfo poopy pants. Oh, my goodness. At her daily press briefing, President Sleepy Poopy Pants, Bumbling Bud, and Sleep Sofa Joe, top spokeswoman, was asked about a decision by the company to add disclaimers linking to CV poo information to any piece of content that includes the discussion of the Plan D and of the Vaxaroo and anything else that's related to this, to the Cove. You know, and if I wanted to read more, I'd have to continue. I'd have to register, but I'm not going to do that. I'll try later. You want to let me read it? Okay, here we go. Cool. Miss Psaki said that it was the responsibility of all companies, and particularly that of those platforms where Americans get their news, to be responsible and vigilant to ensure the American people have accurate information about something as significant as this. I don't want to say the name. That certainly includes Spotify. Interesting. Okay. Accurate information. That's something that you've been struggling with for the last 2 years. Psaki! Ultimately, our view is that it's a good step. It's a positive step, but there's more that can be done, said the press secretary. Her comments came as two musical artists with massive followings, Neil Young and Joni Mitchell, decided to remove their music from the company's streaming service in protest over podcast host Joe Rogan's espousal of misinfor and the Cove pandem and the Vaxaroos. Among other false statements, the widely popular host has suggested that younger
Last week, the Surgeon General also was asked.
I don't need to hear her lie. I'd rather just read the story and just put some color in it. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? I don't need to hear it. Okay. Let's get back to the story. She's jumping in, trying to get her word in there. Oh, I'm going to say, no, you can't say a thing. You've been sacked. You know what I mean? She got sacked. Anyway, look, her comments, Joe Rogan, misinfor, you know what I mean? In reality, the virus does affect younger Americans, particularly those with complicated pre-existing health issues, and also prevents the spread of the virus to those who are more vulnerable to the disease, more dangerous symptoms. Mr. Rogan has faced a whirlwind of criticism from those on the left for a bevy of recent incidents, including an interview with Jordan Peterson. This is where they basically pile on in order to create this disgusting, vile individual that everybody should hate now. Here we go. A Canadian psychologist and Dr. Peterson, when I went on the Joe Rogan program, I said, look, there's no such thing as gender. Look, when I was there in Toronto, and I'm telling my class, I'm telling them about the future. And we have to come back and men have to be more men than they've been. And they have to be appreciated. Or if you're going to be a man and you're not going to express yourself, you can't ever be a man. I can't do him as well. Sometimes I can say his name, Jordan Peterson. When I can say his name, I'm Jordan Peterson. Okay, there we go. We're off to the races. Okay, here we go. And so basically he said, in which Dr. Peterson said that Michael Eric Dyson, an African-American professor at Vanderbilt University's Divinity School, is brown, not black. He's brown, not black. After several days of escalating backlash, Spotify published a blog post announcing the implementation of disclaimers on videos about the Plandemiru in a move to little quell the growing frustration of many on the left. There we go. Have with the disinfor and sometimes offensive views in Mr. Rogan's show. Change the friggin' channel. Oh, it's so offensive. I have to watch. There was an old thing. I remember watching Howard Stern's movie years ago, and they were looking at the data, and they were like, Andrew Golden, my brother, I love you. Thank you so much for your donation. Again, you're amazing. And they're looking at the data, and they're saying, Howard Stern, people listen to Howard Stern that love him. They listen for an hour and a half every day. And then Paul Giamatti says, well, how about the people that hate him? And he goes, 2.5 hours. And he goes, well, why? And they said, because the most common answer is they want to see what he'll say next. And it's the same concept. You know, people hate or they love, but they still tune in. Tune out. Back in the day, if I didn't like something, my parents didn't like something I had on, they come over, they grab the remote control, and they change the channel. This has not changed. What happened is now the people who have feelings and the people who feel like they can control what information is on the internet now have the power to actually dictate and pull down content. That's messed up. And that's what we have going on over here. You got Jordan Peterson, who speaks his mind as far as I can see. I don't watch all of his content. And Joe Rogan, who has a talk show, unscripted, having conversations with people. Tune the frig out if you don't like it. The fact that they're all trying to get every artist in the world to now pull their content from Spotify is the most ridiculous thing. When I think about the amount of times we've been told things that are not true for the last 2 years. You know, what started as this changed to this, all the way down the line. So what I'd say is misinfor is people who say one thing and continue to change it. I don't want to hear, well, now we're following the science. No, we've been saying things for 2 years that now you're coming to and saying, well, how would we have known? For 2 years, you pulled people and you threw them in the dirt and you threw dirt on top of them. And then you rocks on top of that. And then you burned them alive and their careers and everything. And now you're saying the things they've been saying for 2 years. So listen, at the end of the day, I just have to say that allow broadcasters and creators to just do their show. If you don't like it, change the channel. At the end of it, I want to explain something. This is the most important detail in life, okay? No matter how loud it is in the room, no matter what the message is, no matter how loud they get, if they scream it in your face, every single person who walks by, you're the only person in that room that's not saying the thing that's being screamed at you. It doesn't make it true. And just because the powerful voice that you hear, because it's in your face all the time, says something, doesn't make that true. You have to search your feelings and you have to go with what you believe is true. And I don't care about anything else. I'm here to live my life. It's a short life. Everybody believes like, oh, you have all this time. You have zero time. These moments are fleeting. That's why I've shown up for 1,129 days in a row and I put 2+ hours out every freaking night, because I will not look back when I'm 85 years old in a recliner and say I could have done one more show. I could have reached out to one more person. I could have written one more song. I could have inspired one more person to find greatness. I am not going to be that guy. I will go out and I'll expire because I put everything out into this universe. And when I see this, again, this is why I'm thankful that the world hasn't found what we do here for the last 1,100+ days, because they'd be ripping me the hell down right now. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm just speaking my mind. I'm just saying how I feel, and it offends people. The saddest thing is that this is the only time I get where it's a touchy subject, because I'm talking about this current situation, but everything on this show is pure light. We talk about positivity and love and sharing and forgetting about all the negativity and leaving it all at the door and showing up here for a positive experience. So no matter how you felt when you got here, you leave feeling better every day for the last 1,100+ days in a row. I've never called in one show. I come in here and I freaking put out as much into this universe as I can. I'm going to put it all out, and whatever comes out, hopefully it's good enough that you guys are enjoying it. That's all I can say. So I want you guys to just keep in mind the topic of the week is destroy Joe Rogan. Very clear. Now, we have a couple of really cool science stories here. Let's get away from the subjects of things that are divisive. The atmosphere of this uninhabitable, eerily similar to Earth. There's Emily, I don't know. Joanne, can you get the teleprompter work better? I'm trying to read it. You're doing it really quick like that, and then I got to read it and I got the words jumbled. You know, what? No, take your freaking feet off of the table. No, I gave you the button. Oh, God almighty. She's like, I can't move him off the table. She's got, humongocarditis. Started as gigantocarditis. Then she went up to, she's like, it keeps progressing. I got her like a jack first, so she can get her legs up. She just gets a little flow, blood flow. And now she's up, I do the push button crank. And then when she gets from the, I run over and I kind of like give her an elbow in and just foot onto and she's resting, feet up. But look, that's what we're doing here. Renaissance Man, we're always giving back. Joanne back there. Guys, the atmosphere of this uninhabitable, eerily similar to Earth. Oh, he said there's an extra word here. That's what I'm missing. Joanne, you're supposed to give me the full screen, you know. The atmosphere of this uninhabitable exoplanet is eerily similar to Earth. Let's get into it, people. If you what's that? No, Joanne, I'm trying to do a freaking story here. You know, guys, like, what are we doing? She's trying to talk to me middle of doing a Renaissance, the story. You know, Mark, can I read the story? You can't read the story. Nobody wants to hear your George Soros voice. Anyway, if you purchase an independently reviewed product or service through a link in a... Joanne, you got to lead with the ad where they're trying to promote their website. You buy some sort of stupid link. You know, like you're doing the teleprompter. You can't give me the important stuff first. This is where it starts. You're supposed to start at new data, right? You guys see this. This is where you start right here. Hold on. We're having an issue with the... There we go. Right? That's where you start, Joanne. I give you the highlights, so now you see going forward. Get it right, you know? New data found by researching one of the most extreme exoplanets we know of could help us understand the complex atmospheric layers of others, including Earth-like planets. According to a media release, a group of researchers has peered into the atmosphere of one of the most extreme planets. The exoplanet in question is WASP 189b. It must have been some sort of blue blood, like, you know, white supremacist, right, Joanne? WASP? They went with a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. No, as we did. They had to go. Seriously, who comes up with a name like WASP there? Like, we can't change the name? I'm part of our protest. I want to protest to change the name. WASP is very offensive to me. The exoplanet in question is WASP 189b, Joanne. Researchers say it's a hot Jupiter-like planet. The planet was first scrutinized using the CHAPS space telescope. Yeah, the old CHAPS. You know, they doing it. You know, they're doing the CHAPS. It's CHIOPS. Sometimes you throw a little chi in there, Joanne, before you op it. CHIOPS it, and then you're cutting it at the feet. Anyway, now the researchers have discovered that the WASP 189b has an atmosphere very similar to Earth's. That means that we could live there, Joanne. Maybe we could send you there and your heart will naturally, you know, start to diminish. You'll get like a smaller heart because we sent you to Jupiter-ish. It's a Jupiter-ish type of planet, Joanne. She's like, I'm ready to go. Yeah, we're sending you on the next ship. The research team, which consists of people from the University of Bern and University of Geneva, recently analyzed WASP 189b's atmosphere. Researchers from the National Center of Competence and Research also joined in, and the team discovered that the exoplanet's atmosphere was very similar to the Earth's, instead of only being one layer, as many believed before. The atmosphere was made of distinct 3D layers. So, in depth, researchers on the exoplanet's atmospheric layers was published in the Journal of Natural Nature of Astronomy. Joanne! It's not natural astronomy, Joe. It's nature. Yeah, she's doing it too quick, guys. Doing it at She's trying to work with me because I read fast. Yeah, I get it. But, like, she can't give it, like, perfect, you know? Like, let me slow down a touch. I hear him taking a breath. Anyway, it's nature astronomy, Joanne. Thanks for ruining that one for us all, right? During their study, the team found that the planet featured an atmospheric layer very similar to the Earth's ozone layer. We have like a minimal amount of it now, though, Joanne, because you used all of that CFCO stuff, you know, CPCOs, when you sprayed your old school hairspray. I know you had that special one that we got from the store when we were kids. Wish I could think of the name right now. I could see it. It's got a yellow it's blue with a yellow thing on it. Some people use it as a, you know, as like a pert. I don't know what it was now. Man, I'm going to find some. I'm going to spray it here one day. Just so we can CFCs. That's what we're doing. Chlorofluorocarbons. Joanne, when you've got some chlorofluorocarbons and you're letting them out and destroying our ozone layer, you know, but then we find a planet with a full ozone layer, no chlorofluorocarbon, you know, emission release yet, you know, because you don't want to do it. Aquanet. Bang, biggity boo. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Will you remember it? Aquanetting it. When I did an Aquanet, So you had an atmosphere until you Aquanetted it, and then all of a sudden, no atmosphere. That was the deal. Is like you were like, do I do my hair? I really want to have a Joanne. Is that a really nice hairdo, or do we have an ozone layer? Joanne opted for hairdo, nice hairdo. Joanne, that was really like, that was telling. That's telling that you don't care about the environment. You don't care about the future for potential Soros kids, like you want to try to, kill it all now, get rid of the ozone layer now. So you get some harmful, UV rays when you go outside in the sun and you sea bathe. She has to sea bathe. She can't go out on the beach. She's too big. She got humongocarditis. So now she's out there and she's sea bathing, almost like a seal. That's the way she works it. Look, Joanne, I'm not telling them anything they don't already know. You're the one who went to get your bugaboo, and when you fell over, you're like, and they brought you and they shot you up with another one and then another one, and it's on you. You're in the freaking case study. You are Journal of Medicine, the first humongocarditis. Everybody got I mean, actually, I think what did it start with? Yeah, it was humongo, and then it went to gigantocarditis, and then CNN got involved. They wanted to try to spin it and make it seem like it was a good thing, so they called it magnificent carditis, and that really got me pissed, because I don't want you lying to the people and saying it's magnificent. It's not. The heart got. It's magnificent carditis. Chuck Moore at 10 with Don Lemonhead. He shows up. Guys, we found out it's a good thing. It's a good thing when the heart gets that big. Yeah. No, we talked to a researcher. We found him. Oh, you did? You found a scientist that will say that? Oh, which one is it? Oh, that guy over there? The guy with one eye that looks that way? He's got like a... It's always the craziest thing. Oh, we found a guy who will go along with the story. Of course, you're going to find a guy who goes along with the story. Look, for 4 freaking years, they had to have a guy that's doing the story. Acosta, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Now you got a sleep sofa. Look, my Aunt Judy told me I got to take a poop in my diaper. And they're like, oh, no, that's fine. We'll let him go. We'll let him go with that one. What? Afghanistan? Nah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh, you want to tell, Russia to invade Ukraine? We'll let him have a pass on that one, too. Imagine if the DJ had done any of those things. Imagine if he was like, look, if they want to invade freaking Ukraine, go do it, who cares? I don't like the Ukraine anyway, okay? My wife is from Slovenia. When you got a Slovenian wife, right? But excuse me. No, don't interrupt the trumper, okay? I'm winning big league. Winning big league up here in Mar-a-Lago with Melania, with Barrett. Melania, where's Barrett? He's sleeping. Are you kidding me? It's 12:30. He's sleeping already? Wake him up. Freaking giraffe, right? Yeah, my son Barrett, he's catching up to Dr. Wayne Doppler. Yeah. Pretty soon he's going to be 9'4", I believe, winning big league. Yeah, Trumper, world record, tallest man ever. When you're winning big league and you got a Donald J. and you're doing it, of course you're doing it. You're going to go have a good time. You're going to go do it. Going out with Christopher Walken. Going to get down and do some wedding crashing. Going to go out again. We're going to do it. Going to find a good time. Whoa, what are you doing? Wow, guys, you come down. You have a good time. That one, Wilson. You go on the wedding crash, of course. You call me. I'm going too. I had a hard time with the missus. You go. I see what's happening in the next wedding. Oh, is this Secretary Cleary? Whoa. Yes, I'm the secretary. No big deal. Just out in the town and I got the invitation in the mail. Oh, do you know the bride or the groom? Oh, the groom. And when the staff, you gonna hold it? Yeah, you gotta say I got a big present for the missus and Mr. Of course, we're going to do it. We're here to have a good time. Looking for a hottie. What are you doing now? Baba Ganoush. You're doing a Baba Ganoush, Sometimes you do it. And then everybody's like, yay, Baba Ganoush. You get it. So guys, we do have a little bit more here. Let me get to it. Ozone, whatever. We know what happened there. You aquanetted it. You destroyed our ozone. Now you're talking about a Jupiter. There's like a Jupiter place out there somewhere that's like Jupiter. We could go there. Ozone, better than ours. We can go and grab some Aquanet and go there and kill that one now. That's what I was thinking. Let's go take all of our Aquanet, right? And let's go there and have nice hair for a year. Oh, guys, look, this Jupiter environment that's like Earth is really cool. It's so cool. Look at this ozone. You had to bring the freaking Aquanet? Are you kidding me? We finally got away from the place you destroyed the ozone over there with the Aquanet. You bring more Aquanet here in New Earth. This is New Earth. You bring in New Earth Aquanet. And now we're... Oh, I look so good, though, Ted. Are you kidding me, Dolly? You got Dolly walking over there. Her hair, she's got the Jersey hair from the 80s out all over the place, you know? And she's doing with the Aquanet. Every 15 minutes, she has to get a fresher. When she goes to wash it out at the end of the day, you have to do a second wash. The first wash is just to get the strength of it out, you know, like the hard, the cement texture out of the hair. The next one is the second wash is, again, you're looking more soap. Don't go anywhere near conditioner in the first. It's soap. You get just the hardness out. Second one, you're starting to break it down a little, you know what I mean? By the third, it's starting to smell like hair again. You know, you're good. But Aquanet, that is the stuff, you know. And I just don't want you guys destroying another ozone, is what I'm saying. I was hoping that maybe you would be a little bit more respectful to the Earth too, you know, to New Earth. But no, the first thing Elon Musk did, this was the worst. First thing he did, you just missed the press conference. It was just live a little while ago. And they're like, Elon Musk, what are you going to bring to when you go the first time to this new planet that's like Earth and has got an ozone without an issue? He said, oh, I'm bringing Aquanet. They're like, what, you're freaking Aquanetting it, Elon Musk? He's like, yeah, no, I'm filling up the first rocket with all Aquanet. We're going to go and shoot Aquanet into the atmosphere. We're like, what are we doing? Yeah, Elon Musk, you're going to go there and destroy the atmosphere with Aquamus? Absolutely. What are we freaking? You kidding me? I liked you until now. Now you are really a mad scientist, I believe. You're going to destroy the atmosphere on Earth too. Specifically, yes. It seems, but I'm not really sure there's an easier example of how to get forward without destroying humankind. That's freaking dead on. Oh, goodness, Elon. What a chooch. I love him. I love Elon Musk. One of my favorite people because he gives it to people straight. Guys, it's official. A new Trojan asteroid has been discovered sharing Earth's orbit. Let's get into it. Earth has officially been joined in its orbit around the sun by a new Trojan asteroid named 2020 XL5. A chunk of rock is only the second object as it appears to ever have been conclusively identified. The discovery suggests that perhaps Earth Trojans may be more common than we know and offers new insights into the mysterious rocks. Like the first Trojan, astronomers predict that 2020 XL5 will hang around for at least 4,000 years before zipping off to parts elsewhere. The discovery of a second Earth Trojan asteroid may enhance our knowledge of the dynamics of this elusive population. Scientists wrote in a new paper, by comparing the orbital nature of the two Earth Trojans known so far, we can better understand the mechanisms, Joanne, mechanisms, read it right, that allow the transient stability. Trojan asteroids are asteroids that share the orbital path of larger planetary bodies in the solar system. They can be found in two gravitationally stable regions leading and trailing the planet, known as Lagrange points. I nailed it. That's totally how you say it, right? Somebody out there tell me I said Lagrange. Perfect, right? Like, you can't go in there and be like, yeah, by the Lagrange points. If you do a Lagrange points, it's coming with an elbow in the freaking face, right? Like, I want to see a guy who's going out there and he's doing it and he's like, oh yeah, and he's just talking normally, right? And he's just like, yeah, no, I think what we have to do is make sure we're trailing the planet, and we do that with the Lagrange points, you know? And everybody's like, yeah, no, totally, you gotta Lagrange it. Like, if you don't go like this when you do Lagrange, like, you have to do the face, you know what I mean? And go Lagrange. My friend. Jay Mintz, 240 days in a row coming to see my show or going to do your own show? I'm proud of you if you did it yourself. Oh, my friend, Jan D Inspections. How you doing? It's hard to see down the screen. Well, I'll tell you this, guys. If you're not doing le grand, like that's the way you say it. Oh, perfect screenshot there. I should have screenshot that. That was perfect. My stupid face. Lagrange. Guys, these are the pockets where the gravitational pulls of the planet and the sun balance perfectly in the centrifugal force of any small body in the region to basically hold it in place. Each two-body system has 5 Lagrange points, as seen in the diagram below. There are 5 between Earth and the world, and another between Earth and the sun. The Lagrange points where Trojans can be found are leading L4 and trailing L5 regions. It's interesting stuff, guys, except this is way too long of an article, so we're done. We are done with this story. Moving on to the next. Guys, there are 7 new Olympic events in Beijing. When you go to Beijing to watch the new Olympics that are coming out, just remember there are 7 new events, guys. I'm so excited. Here we go. Here are the 7 new Olympic events to watch in Beijing. This just came out today. The 2022 Beijing Olympics are set to include a record 109 sporting events this year, with 7 new events in snowboarding, bobsled, and skiing. With a focus on new events with mixed gender teams, this year's Winter Games offer a greater balance between men's and women's events than ever before. According to the International Olympic Committee, where now it's just a freaking hodgepodge, apparently. The IOC says the athlete makeup in Beijing this year is expected to be 55% male and 45% female. This, in thanks, is part to a broader selection of events this year and games, giving athletes, especially women, more opportunities to go for gold. These new events are women's monobob, where they freaking strap you to a sled and send you down. You do nothing. You literally do nothing. You just lay there and scream until you show up at the bottom where there's a net, just like the Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger when you came down at the bottom. Men and women's big air skiing. That's pretty cool. Mixed team relay and short track speed skating. And mixed team ski jumping, mixed team snowboard cross, and freestyle skiing, mixed team aerials. Yeah, when you're doing a mixed style team aerial thing, people stand around and watch that one. It's just another opportunity for those athletes to compete at the games. And for their sport to be showcased, Jeremy Forster, the director of snowboarding and free skating at the U.S. Ski and Snowboard Association, said at these new entrants and events. It's not entrance, Joanne, it's events. Read it right or don't read it at all. You know, Forster was part of the team that worked at the IOC for expanding the skiing and snowboarding portions for the Winter Olympics Games. Guys, way too long. Look, I'm not reading anymore. Pissed off at how long they make these articles. But I just want a quick in and out. Oh, cool. There's a couple of new events. Yeah, good for you. Have a good day. What I think is happening Tom, you just reminded me of something by saying that word. Here's what I see happening in the Olympics going forward. Do you guys remember back in the day when we were kids, when I was a kid, Russia would cheat, okay? Russia would cheat in the Olympics, and they would just like take all these freaking growth hormones, and they would have a woman who was a dude, literally, because they just took all these growth hormones, so she's like a dude out there, and she'd dominate and win the gold and all the other accolades, and then they'd get caught and say, you can't do that. Hold on, I gotta move this a little because my battery's dying on the phone. They say you can't do that. But guess what? That's what they're doing now. That is exactly what's happening right now. So you've got women and men, and then you've got these Russian steroid takers that are now okay in the games. Like before it was like they're disqualified, colds are taken. Now it's like whatever you do is fine. You know, however you're doing it. Oh, you did 1 year of treatment. Okay, you're good. Like, it's not the same thing. It's not. I want to just say that I want people to be happy, but let's not change the way the world works. Like, I don't hear anybody out there saying, okay, let's get rid of men's and women's tennis and let's just make it tennis. And then men and women play against each other. And Serena Williams does play against, Roger Federer or Nadal. And that's just fair because that's the way we want it. But the idea that you want to try to change some things, but not all things, don't change anything. Stop with the change. Let's focus on living in the moment. Let's focus on enriching our lives with some education, with some positivity. And let's realize that every single thing that we're saying and every even thing that we're talking about here is a distraction from this moment. Dwayne Johnson calls Joe Rogan's apology great stuff. I look forward to being on the podcast. That's the final story of the day. There's a guy who doesn't give a crap. They're trying to cancel Joe Rogan right now. And one of the most popular... I never used the candle after, but I have it. I just knocked my phone over. I'm trying to charge it. Hold on a second. Something happened here. All right, it's not charging even though it's plugged in. I mean, we need it to because it's about to die. Sorry, guys. There we go. That'll play. So... Tom's got an appointment booked for the show. Yeah, and guys, by the way, if anybody on TikTok wants to come on the show, if you know anybody, any entrepreneurs, anybody who's got another creator, any other shows you watch, and they're looking for a positivity platform or just a place to chat, I'm going to be doing interviews here all the time now. That's the part of the show that's now being added. So we have the news, we have comedy, we have music, and then we have interviews. So trying to provide a non-stop variety show here where it's always changing. There's always something new. And that's what we've done consistently, but just adding new features to the show is kind of exciting. And we had Ron Tyler on yesterday. 2 days before that, we had on, who did we on last week? That's crazy. It's just been so nuts. And we're starting to line them up. I want to start having as many people on as want to be on. Like, I'm here every day of the year. Let's have a conversation, Even if it's 10 minutes. It could be a 10-minute, 15-minute conversation, and that's it, So I do want to say we're here 1 hour and 50 minutes in. My newest album is now probably out. Let me just check Apple Music real quick and see if it's been released yet. Sometimes I get lucky, and by day 2 it's live, but usually it takes about 3 days, 4 days. Let's see. No, still showing the Christmas album. I do want to play you. This is just right here. This is the 13 songs, okay? You're going to just hear 20 seconds of each one. Take a listen. Sorry, that was the first. That's the last song. Here we go. This is the album right here. 13 songs, all written live in the moment.
Driving into the night, yeah. You can feel it in your soul, yeah. You can feel it in your heart. Racing time. We're just getting going. Yeah, we can take them down. Yeah, you and me. 'Cause I swear when we join, we're more powerful than the sun.
Love that line. We join, we're more powerful than the sun.
The darkness will subside, evil will run, yeah, evil and I'm gonna wait for what's coming. Fade into the night. Don't stay away, don't become one with your brother, yeah, become one with your sister. Yeah, because we're meant to be, we're meant to come together. Yeah, if we don't, it's all the end for all. Ooh, you're in the twilight zone. Track 4. And when you overpower everyone with a lie, doesn't make it true. No, oh, shame on you. Oh, that's the twilight zone. These 5 years I can see. Oh, it's not getting better, no, it's only getting worse. So I don't know if we get through with me. Oh, 2022, we'll see you with coming. I'm flying through it all. 2022. How good it is to see you after what we lived through. All the lies, all the deception. I give a circle, I give a circle, I give a dot dot. Now I got the cootie shot. Holy cow, it's crazy. I got the ultimate protection in the future from the CV9. Who knew it? I knew it when I was in the schoolyard with Mecca Morrison. She said, I give a circle, circle, dot dot, the cootie shot. And now you're good for life. You can give me a high five. Circle, circle, dot dot dot. I got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. Got my cootie shot. And I think they got what they deserve. I see. If you grab for a gun, you gotta get the gun. Kyle Rittenhouse. I wrote this. Someone asked me to write a Kyle Rittenhouse song right here on TikTok. I'll tell you what, son, yeah, you can be as stupid as you want. Oh, you put your instrumental. There's a club tune right here. Willy Wonka. For a ride, pure expectation for light and love and music make you feel inside. What? I can listen to this drive anywhere in the world to this tune right here. I should have wrote lyrics to this. What? Talking about your man. You can do what any man can. And when he holds your hand, and all the fears of the world. That's the album, guys. That's the album. I like your idea, Jeffrey. I'm going to see if I could play you at least, because I have all of the albums here. There's 13 of them in the last 13 months. It's kind of insane, to be honest. I sometimes think about that. I released on January 1st of last year, Real Talk Improvisations. February, Empire Strikes Back. March, Renaissance Man. April, We Need More Light. May, We Are the Change. June, When Normal Returns was a freaking ridiculous album. All these albums, there's not a bad song from last year. Everything is Possible. Oof. I'm playing you Everything is Possible. Is Everything is Possible, or is it Running on Empty? I don't know. There's so many good ones. There's so many good ones here. I'm going to play you guys something that I think is going to blow some minds. Which is basically, I don't know. I don't even know. Let me just grab something. We have so many songs here. I'm going to grab one and play along. I will play along. Let's see. The issue I have right now is I have a cut on this finger here. It's killing me. I have to play around it somehow. Okay, let's see. I'm going to grab something that's recent so I know this key is the same. It's funny, for when I have a guitar synthesizer where you hear me playing different things like steel drums or whatever. And like I literally have every instrument. Soprano sax is beautiful. This finger's really hurting, but let me just try to see if I can. So this thing, the tuner on this was at 4 something, but 432 is the I guess it's the frequency of the earth that the earth moves at. So I changed it to 432. Now everything I've been writing for the last 6 months has been at 432. So the first half of last year was written at the 440 whatever, and if I try to play along with it, it's like the tone isn't right. It's off by whatever point. So I have to play newer stuff with this guitar, or else it doesn't sound in tune at all. Just some little side note. Oh. All right, I got a song here that's going to blow your mind. This right here was a great moment that took place. Oh, who's going to be the 100th view? There's 99 views in this song, okay, which is kind of a sad thing. When you see how good it is, you're going to be like, what? 99 people in the world saw this? There's how many people? 7.7 billion. And this song right here has been seen by 99 souls. Okay? And it's a gospel song I wrote on my
You
guitar.
booked a sunny Verbo ski
Again, I
chalet.
have on this guitar, I could play any instrument. So with that in mind, I came across this organ, and then we had this. Check this out. It just happened live in the moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered here tonight to preach and find the light. Put your hands in the air.
Same thing.
Yeah.
This is prior to the tuning.
Get through it all. Yeah. No matter how dark it gets outside, just grab a good book and just say your prayers, 'cause tomorrow is not guaranteed.
No, it's not.
So much hatred in the world right now.
These freaking lyrics are awesome.
We're just trying to cut through. Maybe one day we will find a way to get the world here. something to talk about tonight. So much hatred in the world, it starts making you feel alone. Looking at familiar faces, but you don't see the same thing. You seem to have all the answers, and you condemn if someone's different from you. Someone's different from you. We're all different. We're all unique. We're all amazing. We all have something to give to the world. If we dig deep within, we'll find our own. We must look within, yeah. We must look within, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about time we take a knee. Take a knee for the right reasons, not for some made-up cause. Maybe it's real, I don't know anymore, 'cause I'm so confused. 'Cause everywhere I go, I just see such anger. The fear keeps compelling us as a whole. Oh, when we're gonna say enough's enough. Ladies and gentlemen, just remember, you only get one life. You only get one day. You only get one moment. The question is, what are you gonna do with it? Right.
Go out and go.
Ooh, we're all so unique. Yeah. Ooh, we are so beautiful. Each and every one of you. So don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to the lies. 'Cause they're all trying to take you out of this moment right here. But I got news for you. I'm gonna keep on driving every time I'm here with you, to show you that this moment that we share is that thing that we should really care about. The only thing we can change is in this second, in this breath. Don't rest. No. Get up and go. 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 Get up and go.
Never wrote a gospel song before. First time for everything, though, right, fam? I love that song. I mean, I listen to that song whenever I'm needing to feel spiritual. And that song brings me centered, like, holy cow, get up and go. But like the gospel vibe, ladies and gentlemen, like, oh, still remember that. Like, I don't know who was here that night with them. Wasn't a lot of people, but I remember that was a powerful moment when it happened. Some nights I write one song, some nights 3 songs. One night here on TikTok, I wrote 7 songs. On Bigo, a couple months back, because I was knocked off of TikTok, so I found Bigo. I wrote, I think, 8 or 10 songs in one night, just popped them out. People would ask me to write songs. I wrote a song about Kyle Rittenhouse, one about LGBTQ. They're all on my albums. The Kyle Rittenhouse song is on this current album right now. So let me see. I'm going to play you one more song before we call it a night here. This right here is... Let's see what we have here. Steamroller. Steamroller, this is something special, guys. Check this out.
Join us here every night. We're here in the light, writing the song is in the moment. And nothing ever going to stop what we're doing. No, 1,069 days in a row. Tomorrow, 1,070. Yeah, you never can be late to your own party. No. Oh, sometimes we need to wake up together. Yeah, we still got time. Yeah, so we still got time. 'Cause the world around us is crazy, out of its mind. Yeah. And you can't have a talk with crazy, no. No, you can't have a conversation with anyone more. If you do, they show you the door. They're 3 to 4 seconds flat. Yeah, they just want you to get out, 'cause they got to get back to drinking Kool-Aid. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Well, yeah, 2021, Christmas can't come any sooner. We need to drop all of this time they're ruining. They're trying to slow us down. Oh, 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 oh. They're trying to slow us down. Yeah, they don't want us to come getting on. Want us to be divided and go our separate directions. Oh, but if you look, if you search within, you can see the truth is much simpler. Yeah, oh, we're a world filled with love. There's just a lot of hatred trying to break it up. So why don't you just join the show? We're here every day, don't you know? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, there's no way we're gonna stop it. No, the world needs us now. When it needs to establish into own lives. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Listening to messages in real time. Yeah, allowing the spirit to speak. Yeah, let all the connecting go on. Bring something to the surface that we know. Gone canceled like all that stuff they're doing every day. You can't cancel me, I'm here to give you love. I know they wanna cancel love, but you can't let them get away with it, no. You can't let them get away from all the love we share. They want to destroy it before you start to care. We're almost there, you just got to follow, 'cause I'm here every day forever. Oh, we're just getting going, yeah, we can take them down, yeah, you and me. 'Cause I swear when we join, we're more powerful than the sun. The darkness will subside, even will run, yeah. They're not gonna wait for what's coming. Oh, you and your chance before you steamroll us all, yeah. There's humanity. Oh, yeah, forced in a corner, yeah, can't get out. Gotta try to stop up my way. Oh, if I got to, I do what I got to. I don't care as long as I can find my way out the door into the sun. Hey, I'm all alone and swear I'm free. You can't do nothing but let it happen. Get behind it, yeah. Let's take it here, out of there, everywhere. There's got to be a better way. I'll wait. There's got to be a better way. I'll wait. There's a line in there that blows my mind every time about they're trying to get you to do something before you care. I got to hear it one more time. It's about here. Not gone. Oh, here it is right here. Oh, the love we share. They want to destroy it before you start to care. Oh, man. Oh, that line right there kills me. Let them get away from... Oh, the love we share. You can't let them get away from all the love we share. They're trying to get you... share. They want to destroy it before you start to care. Yeah, yeah. We're almost there. You just got to follow. 'Cause I'm here every day, forever. Oh, we're just getting going. Yeah, we can take them down. You and me. Yeah. Guys, that song, oof, that's a vibe right there, right? Oh, thank you, Texas. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Jeffrey. I'm so, I got to tell you, Jeffrey, one of the most exciting things for me this night is to see Jeffrey pop back in. The donation was awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. But when I saw you here again, day 2, there's a thing, anybody who is a fan and a family member of this show, which, by the way, we're a community. We're building out this community of love and light. So do me a favor and tell everybody you know. If you haven't followed me yet, follow me. I'm live every day for the rest of my life. And if you can understand the way that they're going after this Rogan situation right now, he's very outspoken, and they're afraid of outspoken people, which is why I get now why I've been live for 1,100 days and it's still been the same people for 1,100 days. It makes sense now. They've got me controlled. They've got me with a lid on top. There's no way that anybody could see. That's great. 3 years in a row, this guy keeps belting, singing, writing songs nobody freaking knows. They're happy. But Joe Rogan, they can't control. That's why we're seeing the war machine in action. This is what they do when they need to take down an enemy. I am an enemy, but they don't need to work hard to take me down. They just do it in the freaking shadows, right? But it's the same exact essence, the same exact bully, take down, destroy, literally careers and livelihoods, destroy Joe Rogan, destruction. They have that same animosity towards me. They just don't literally have to show it on the surface because I don't have the audience. So that is why I realized today how happy I am. That I'd have the audience when I got blocked from you from TikTok 2 weeks ago or a week ago for speaking like this or speaking my mind.
And I said some words. I mean, I was talking about my perspective on things, and that's why I shouldn't. I'm not getting into that anymore. I'm not getting into the topic that everybody wants to get in heated about. No, debate anywhere you want. I know how I feel about it. You could hear it in all my friggin' words and all my songs. I write live in the moment, and they're there. Those songs are there. But I realize now today in this that I'm thankful. I have gratitude that I've been in a hole. Because if I was not, and we had a very big audience right now, and I speak the way I speak passionately about the lies of this world and just see it the way I see it, whether it's true or not, the way I see it, I'm speaking my mind. I'm saying how I feel. I live in the moment. There's no script here. You can't freaking put a censorship on that. You can't hold that down. They want to hold down the moment. They want to give you something that's panned, something that's been completely tailored and handed to you with a bow. So when you open it, you're like, okay, I feel good. I can do whatever you tell me, sir, ma'am. They don't like anybody who speaks outside of their agenda. And this is the problem. This is why I'm realizing grateful is what I am. I'm grateful. And we continue to drive here. The family members that are here, we're doing great work together. Ron yesterday said some amazing things to me I'd never heard anybody say. I mean, like, I don't get a chance to speak to you guys as much as I'd like. I don't hear any of this because I don't have anybody in the room with me. Joanne's made up. And I sit here and I make jokes all the time, but I don't know if you guys are laughing like I am. If I wasn't here doing it, I'd be laughing at the stuff I do. That's the best way I could say it. I'm literally every movement, every moment, everything I say something, every joke, every time I just make a little quick here, my facial expression, the eyes, I'm literally doing something that I would laugh at hysterically if I was watching it myself. That's the way I see it. I'm visualizing what I do. I could see it from your perspective. That's how my comedy takes place. That's it. That's the best way I could explain it. I'm reading a freaking article and something comes into my mind. I just say it. But I try to say it the way I say it and the way I would see it as being funny if I was on screen the way I'd want to see a comedian do it, you know? And that's how the show works. This is letting the moment take place is what this show is. This is live creation, letting the moment take place, not being afraid of failing. Life, we're constantly up against it with the stress of the world and with all of the responsibilities that they force upon us. And so we have all of that. And then we're supposed to somehow find a piece of happiness, which is almost impossible. And then, of course, we're now going in the middle. We're in the middle 2 years into this pandemic, you know. So this is, if you think about it, just from standing back for a few minutes and forget where you are today and that we're in 2022, but in 10 years, everyone's going to look back and say they lost a year to 5 years in their life because this is going to go on for another couple of years. And they are in fear and not living their life. We need to live our lives. We need to figure out a way to get out and stop hating. We need to be able to have discourse, let people speak and not be pulled down for having a perspective that's different than yours. And let's stop using a word like misinfor when that word is very, very, very loaded, okay? Because the people that are yelling it and saying it have been the ones that have been spreading it the whole time. Everything they said changed. And it's not that they were following science. They just changed it based on they were afraid to say things to us. So they held stuff back. And they would tell us things that they wanted us to know, and that's it. And you couldn't find anything else unless you had a VPN. And the data's 3 months ahead in Israel. And we're seeing stuff, but then they're pretending it's not here. So reality is very simple, okay? This has been a cat and mouse game. The people who are mice very, very quick and able to stay away are the enemy. And I said it the best in one of my songs here that you just heard. When you are a positivity program and you're the enemy, that's a problem. When you're a positivity program and you're the enemy of the agenda of the world, then you have to really start to question everything. Why would something positive and uplifting be held down and suppressed? Very simple. Anything that will get you closer to your greatness, they do not want you to have access to. Give me a follow while you see me, because I guarantee you, tomorrow you won't see me again unless you follow me. They will make sure of it. I put out 4 really funny bits on TikTok today. One of them has 3 views. 3 views. I almost want to erase my TikTok because it's like, what's the point? Nothing gets over 200 views ever. I see friends of mine, my son even too. He got one video has 1.5 million views. Think about this. My son posted something that has 1.5 million views. It's not even anything of his. It's just some sort of thing. 1.5 million views, and he's skyrocketed tons of TikTok followers. And I've been here delivering powerful, funny content every day, original content and songs. I've never had more than 200 views on any video. He was telling me he got over 1.5 million views and something like 500,000 likes or 50,000, some crazy number on this one video. And he's like, there's no way that there's not one that would get out enough to be seen. 500, 5,000, 10,000 views, nothing. They're all kept to 10. Like here's crazy. I'll post a TikTok video and I'll go back 2 hours later and there's still 0 views. 2 hours later. They don't share my content until 4 or 5 hours after I post it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I'll post it and then I'll even look back. I'm like, okay, 0 views. That's weird. And then like, I'll see one. It's like, okay, like someone, that's great. It's the weirdest thing. So no matter what I put out on TikTok, and I've put it all out. I put Trump rapping. No, they don't allow anybody to see it unless they say that, oh, we allow it to go to a certain group of people. And then if they like it enough, it goes to the next one. There's no way that every single piece of every sentence, they give it to the same people. Then they're just moderators who's like, nope, we don't like the Trump impression, or we don't like the messaging of this thing. We do Dr. Fauci. Oh, we do wear 647 masks. They don't like the impression. Whatever it is, they don't let it out. They don't let it out. It's weird, but it's not. It makes perfect sense. When they have control over the thing that they can control, they will not let it go. They're not going to allow anything to disrupt their control over the show. That's why when you said yesterday, you're like, oh, I'm looking forward to this, all these things happen. Buddy, I've been here for 3 years every single day doing this, and the content just gets better every day, and the world is deaf to it. They have no idea. No matter how many people here try to share it too, they block the links. It's crazy. People share my links, and then they're like, nobody even sees your links, dude. Like Facebook, my friend Austin's like, I share your content, 0 likes, 0 views, 0 comments. Every time he posts anything, he gets 5 to 10 comments. No matter what it is, 5 to 10 comments. He posts anything of mine, 0 across the board. He's like, it's so funny. There's no way that nobody would watch it and give it a thumbs up. No one's seeing it, Mark. No one's seeing it. Right now, if you go to YouTube, if you go to Facebook, you'll see 2 or 3 views for this show for 3 hours for 1,129 days in a row. I call it Zuckerchooched. That's what it is. It's called Zuckerchooched. But look, I made my peace with it, and I just want to explain it to you because I understand now that it's a good thing that I've been held down. I have to have gratitude for it because if everybody was here with us right now and we were sitting here 1,000 strong and we're building this craziness, we're talking about the way I see it, and all of a sudden I'm being vilified for having a heart and speaking my mind and asking scientists questions. Like, you can't say there's one right answer to anything. They don't even know what the freaking answer is. They've gotten everything wrong. Every single time they've said a word, it's been wrong. And now all of a sudden they're going to get it right. Everybody else has been wrong. Oh, that person's evil. That person's evil. What are they talking about? Inventor of mRNA? No, I don't know what they're talking about. It's baffling to me. Allow the scientists to speak, have open discord. And again, let them discuss where this thing should go. What's next? Oh, more bugaboos? Same first series? My first series car is still in the shop, by the way, guys. Yeah. Last week it died while I was driving it. I called today, guys. So what's the story? He goes, oh, yeah, well, we found out there's, this thing it's an all-electric car. He said, we found out this module needs to be replaced. It's coming tomorrow. But we have to take the whole battery pack out because this is an electric car, and we got to get in there. We got to change the battery. And he goes, I said, okay, so should I tell the rental company I need like another day or 2 days or whatever? And he goes, no, tell him 2 weeks. I was like, what the 2 weeks? It's been a week. I'm paying. It's my car. I own the car. So, but I bought it, and it's you finance. So I'm paying it back, right? My freaking car. I've been out of it for a week and I have 3 weeks. What? I'm not paying for this car So I told her, I was like, this is a lemon. I just got it. It's been less than 6 months. Yeah, I put a lot of miles on it because I'm a real estate agent. I'm all over the place, but it's a freaking lemon. Oh, we'll try to work with you. If we can't, if the lemon laws don't apply for your car, for your state, then you're gonna have to seek arbitration yourself. Excuse me. You just sold me a car less than 6 months ago. Don't have me jump through any freaking hoops, right? Am I wrong in thinking that? You don't tell the consumer that they need to go and get, deal with arbitration. No. This car is less than 6 months old. It's a piece of garbage. You give me my money back, or you give me a car that works. Very simple. I'm not unreasonable. Give me the car that works. I want that car, but one that's not made of crap. Like the guy literally said to me, he goes, "There's always one redheaded stepchild." He goes, "You just happen to be it." I'm like, oh goodness, that's actually the opposite, Niall. It's crazy. So I went in to go look at electric cars because I knew Joe Biden was going to be president, and I was terrified what's going to happen to the gas prices. And when I had my old car, I put 256,000 miles in this car. Okay, 265. I'm sorry, 265,000 miles in the car, and I brought it to Ford because I saw that Mach-E. I thought it was a cool car. And so I go over to Ford and I'm like, look, if you give me a fair value for this car, which again, remember, 265,000 miles on the car. Like I drove out of the lot with 4 miles. So I was like, buddy, and I'm a real estate agent. So like when I started to do well in real estate, the whole pitch is you're either driving a BMW or a Mercedes. That's it. If you're in the real estate agent business, you need to be ready to be meeting these because I work in an area of Connecticut where this high net worth properties, high net worth individuals. I always wanted to be working with them, not to go work out. I want to work with everybody, but I want to make sure that I'm working in the high end. I'm working with luxury clientele. So I wore a suit every day. I'd show up and I was there when everybody else was just wearing tennis shoes and showing up for that just to kick it. I was there busting my butt in a suit, sweating every day for 13 years, 12 years till Plandem. And that's how I felt like I needed to show I belonged, is to work harder than everybody else. I had clients who were like, you're here on a Sunday again? Like you work every day? Like when do you take a break? I'm like, I take 7 days off a year and every other day I work. And they couldn't understand that, just like probably you guys can't understand why I would go live for 1,129 days in a row to a very small crowd of people. Like most people would say, okay, I didn't reach 1,000. I didn't reach 100,000. I'm done. I'm going to quit. I actually heard, even Ron told me yesterday that there's a creator who got something. He just lost his motivation for showing up. I don't know if it was because the growth was too long or whatever, but he stopped showing up as like he should. I've been showing up every day regardless of who pops in. This is about my happiness. It's about my finding a level soul. I think Virgo could share a lot of this, but self-expression, allowing your true spirit, your artistic mind to come out, is what this entire process is about. Everybody has their own magic, their own mojo within. It's a journey, but it's not outdoors. It's not in a building. It's not in a book. You are the book. You need to learn that you are the book and stop relying on all the other books that were written by other people who realized that they were the book. The answers are all in that book. Oh yeah, who wrote the book? Oh, well, this guy, Socrates, came up with and then Pierre de Puy. Oh, Pierre de Puy, he did that? But when Pierre de Puy did it, he wrote the book, you know? You know, I'm not really sure. I think it's, I think it's a weird thing, Niall. Like, I don't even understand it myself, because I realized not one man could have that much of an impact on the world. But I have kids that are growing up, and I think what shifted into what started as helping people, and this is weird, about 2 weeks into doing this show. This is maybe January or February. Yeah, probably about January, February of 2019. And I started getting calls on Instagram from people who are having issues, like dealing with personal issues. And I always had an interest in psychology and